Prince George's County small business owners, listen up. Business opportunities with the county government are coming your way. That's our topic for today on The Pulse. Calling all entrepreneurs. It's Economic Development Week in Prince George's County. The only show in town dedicated to helping Prince George's County businesses.
It's going to be okay. To someone who just lost everything. Every 8 minutes, the Red Cross responds to a disaster and makes this promise. Help us keep it.
Hello, I'm Denise Roberts and welcome to The Pulse, the show dedicated to helping Prince George's County businesses. It's a new day in Prince George's County, and here to give us the scoop is our new head of the county's Supplier Diversity Office, Cydnee Phoenix, Executive Director for the Supplier Development and Diversity Division in the Office of Central Services. Welcome to the show.
Oh, thank you.
So, we know you're not new to Prince George's County, but you're new to county government, slightly, and you've been here for a little bit. But can you give us a little bit about your background?
Oh, absolutely. First, I want to thank you very much for having me on the show today. So, prior to coming to Prince George's County, I served with a nonprofit, Philadelphia OIC, where I served as Vice President of Operations and Programs. Part of my responsibility there was business development, and so I'm able to carry and transfer those skills over into the role that I hold now.
Okay.
And prior to that, gave me even more experience. I worked with a casino in the gaming industry in Atlantic City, New Jersey.
Okay.
I worked as Vice President of Community Relations and Training, and I also served as the Equal Employment Opportunity Officer for that casino.
Okay, great. So since you've been in your post, you've been here since August, right? So, with all the wonderful public and private projects that's going on here in Prince George's County, what have you observed about the small business climate here in this community?
Well, I think the small business climate in Prince George's County is wonderful. I believe that they're hungry for the opportunities, and I see that it's our job. We have that commitment to serve as advocates for them. We are, really helping them to really try to build capacity. And the overarching goal is really to move them from being subcontractors to prime contractors. But I believe that that population is very hungry. They enjoy the training and the education that we offer. And I look forward to working with them, and I look forward to helping them meet their goals and exceed their goals.
Who are the businesses that we're trying to reach over in SDDD?
Well, we are actually, our hand is broad and wide. I mean, we're painting that stroke very broadly. We want to reach out to all businesses. We have a wonderful preference point program that can apply to most of the businesses that are certified with Prince George's County. But with the new legislation, CB 74, the Employment and Economic Law, we are going after the small county-based business, but we are looking for all types of businesses because we have all types of procurement opportunities, and we want to ensure that we are meeting that market and that need. It's an exciting time to be here in Prince George's County, and I'm really happy to be a part of it. And I want to make sure that all of the businesses that we serve, especially those that are county-based and small, that we are identifying and exposing them to those business opportunities that we have here in the county, public and private opportunities.
Okay. And what are some of the programs that we have in place currently to help those businesses that we're trying to reach?
So a big component, a big piece of what we do is our training and education component. We offer a monthly certificate, how to become certified with the county, which is very, very popular. We also offer a blueprint training series, again, which is very popular. And when I think about who that series actually touches, it really touches all of the businesses that we serve, because at some point, if you're a startup, you still need to know how to do business with Prince George's County. If you are a business that's been in place for 2 to 3 years, you want to talk about and learn pricing and things like that, and bonding. And when you think about the contracts and how involved a contract can be, you definitely want to understand the contract rights and responsibilities. Yes. So that whole workshop series really reaches out and touches all of the businesses that we serve.
And we also have a project management workshop coming up too as well, right?
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. And I am looking forward to being a part of that workshop.
Is that open to all businesses?
Absolutely, it is.
Okay.
Yes, it is. We open that up to all businesses. Business, you can't learn enough. And even if you've been in business for a while, there's always something that you can, take away from the training and education that the Supplier Development Diversity Office offers.
Now, when it comes to certification, the process in terms of certification versus registration, right? You don't have to be certified to be registered as a vendor, right?
You do not have to be certified, but it's very important that you become certified because we are creating very strategic partnerships with private firms. And while they're the public procurement opportunities are listed on our website, and they're listed every Thursday, typically around 2 o'clock or so. That's fine, but you don't want to just have that as your only source of opportunity.
Okay.
So if you want to understand what other opportunities are out there, it really is beneficial to become certified and get on our certification directory list, because that way we're pushing that information out to you so that you can expand and grow your own business.
Okay. Hold that thought. We're going to come right back to this conversation. More with our guests when we come back. But before we go to break, did you know that according to BuzzFeed.com, the red and white Coca-Cola logo is recognized by 94% of the world's population? Wow! Now that's a brand. We'll be right back. Welcome back to The Pulse. If you're just tuning in, we're talking with Cydnee Phoenix in Prince George's County Supplier Diversity Office. So there's a new law now that is really making an impact on the Office of Supplier Diversity, the new Local Employment and Economic Act. What is that law all about?
So that law it empowers us to really think about what small businesses local small businesses need. It helps us to think about the contracts that we have even more. So we're taking a deeper dive in terms of what procurement opportunities are available and making those opportunities available to our small businesses. Our overarching goal, the Baker administration sees our goal as, really helping businesses grow and building the economic base of Prince George's County. And because we have a significant number of small businesses, located here in the county, he wants to ensure, the Baker administration wants to ensure that we are advocating on small businesses' behalf. So the law, if you think about it, it's sort of a sister act to the Jobs First Act. It's a sister act to that. It really forces us to look at the procurement opportunities that we have, especially from an a contract extension perspective. If there are procurement opportunities that are below $500,000, 100% of that contract has to be sourced to a county-based small business. Now there are, of course, stipulations if we don't have the county-based small businesses in the directory, but just to ensure that that is the first look, I think it's really going to help those small businesses. If the procurement opportunity is $500,000, is greater than $500,000, then at least 40%. We can do more, but at least 40% of the procurement dollars of the value of the contract needs to go to a county-based small business.
That sounds like the county is making a shift.
Definitely.
Okay, so because I know that, you know, there were issues or complaints maybe with the National Harbor Project, even MGM, businesses feeling left out. This law seems to put a real focus on making those opportunities really be available for those county-based small businesses, those businesses that are here in the county. So how is the law going to be enforced?
So we have, under the leadership of Roland Jones, the Director of Office of Central Services, he's established a compliance unit. And that unit is there to ensure, one of the functions of that unit is to ensure that that law is enforced. We are also, which I think really helps and supports this effort, is we're creating and building better relationships with the agencies. And I think that's really going to be the driving force behind everything that we're able to do. In the past, we put a law out there, we put a policy out there, but how are we facilitating that? How are we managing that? And with the compliance unit, I believe that that's going to be key with the employees that they have working on that, in that unit.
Okay.
I do believe that that's going to be key, building these relationships with those agencies, and really, keeping them accountable and helping them to understand the importance of what we're trying to do with implementing this bill.
Okay. Okay. Now you mentioned that for procurements that are less than 500,000, because I want to recap, less than 500,000 are restricted to 100% of county-based small businesses.
That's correct.
Anything greater than $500,000 in value is restricted 40%
yes,
for county-based
participation requirement.
Okay.
For county-based small businesses.
What about companies that rely on P-card purchases? How does that affect the P-card program?
Well, it actually affects it, I think, in a great way. And when you think about the law, so in the past, you could use your P-card up to a certain threshold without any fanfare, without any next steps or processes in place. Now you have to identify at least 2 county-based small businesses in that whole procurement process. If you are looking at any $30,000 and below, you have to identify through the help of Supplier Development and Diversity. And I'd like to make a note that our directories, our Supplier Development and Diversity directories, which list over 400 county-based small businesses, are posted and published on our website every week. So on a weekly basis, by the end of the week, those are published out there. So the businesses are out there. We're just asking you, we're asking your audience to, just ensure that you're looking at those websites or those directories.
Okay. So those directories are posted on the website. What's that website so the prime contractors know where to go?
mydiversity.pgc.com.
Okay. Okay.
You can also go to the Office of Central Services website. The main county's website will also take you to a link there. So there are several avenues by which you can identify and locate the directories.
Okay. Okay. Well, Cydnee Phoenix, thank you so much for coming on the show.
It's been my pleasure.
And explaining this new program. You should start getting a whole influx of phone calls now calling about.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And we welcome them, right?
Yeah, we definitely welcome them. We have an awesome team working in supplier development and diversity, and we look forward to serving you to build a better Prince George's County.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And that's our show for today. Thank you for tuning in. This show and previous episodes are posted on our website. It's diversity.mypgc.us, and click on the pulse. You can find us on Twitter and Facebook at PGC Diversity, and our YouTube channel is The Pulse TV. If you would like to see your business on this show, take a picture of you and your business, and it has to be a selfie. Send it to us on Twitter at PGC Diversity, and be sure to use the hashtag #SelfieOnThePulse. I'm Denise Roberts, and remember, in Prince George's County, your success is our success.